Wildlife smoke is driving new concerns about poor air quality in two of Canada's largest cities. We're looking there live at Parliament Hill early this morning, and you can get a sense of what's happening in Ottawa. Same situation in Montreal. In both cities, people are again being encouraged to stay indoors and limit activities outside, particularly people who are at higher risk of negative health effects. Let's bring in Natalie Collada, who's going to be on the story for us this morning. Events canceled in both of those cities yesterday, Natalie, because of the poor air quality. What is the situation as we begin the day today?
Well, it's not looking so good. It's a little bit better, but not so good. In fact, in Ottawa, the air quality index right now reading at a 10. That is among the very top on that scale of 1 to 10, and it is expected to stay that way throughout the day. Things a little bit better in Montreal today. It's going to be around a 9 on that air quality index. However, we know as a result in Montreal in particular, there is a lot of things that are going to be closed. Outdoor public sports facilities, for example, will not be open today. Pools, splash pads closed there until noon because of that air quality. Also today, transit goers in Montreal will be allowed to ride the bus and taxi bus for just about $1. That is in an effort to try and reduce air pollution, because this has been a persistent thing we have seen in both of those cities, but in Montreal in particular, they on the weekend saw the worst air quality in the world among those cities for a period of time, because we're seeing those 116 fires in the province of Quebec right now, really driving that smoke down into these major urban centers. Ottawa also shutting down some events on the weekend. The Jazz Festival, for example, had to be paused. The World Triathlon in Montreal also was ready to go. Athletes were set. However, they could not proceed. Officials very much concerned about the health impacts on the athletes. Have a listen to what they told us.
Can't let emotions get in the way. The air quality is not good. This is aerobic sport, so we have to put at the forefront the safety of the athletes, the safety of our volunteers, of the workers on site. And it is what it is. You know, in sports events, these things will happen. Could be a big thunderstorm, could be this. So our team rolls with it, and then we just concentrate on next year.
So, of course, that will be the goal for them. However, we have reached out to the Ministry of Health in the province of Quebec. They did, in a statement, say that it is really important, if you are heading outdoors, to limit your time outdoors, stay inside, and keep those windows closed to try and limit that air pollution. Montreal also saying the number 811 is available for individuals who have more questions, who want more information, Heather. But that is the latest as it stands right now. Air quality in both of those cities on the high end of the spectrum this morning.
And any sense about how long this is going to continue, Natalie?
It's going to be a while. It's going to be a while. That's what officials are telling us. We know these wildfires continue to rage both in Quebec as well as northwestern parts of Ontario. And as a result, they are expected to continue to see this smoke drift into more urban centers. And it's something that officials say people living in these urban centers may just have to simply get used to as the summer continues. Have a listen to what they told us.
A lot of smoke is going on, and the smoke can go kilometer and kilometer, and we can see it. It's because of the amount of the fire, the weather, and the direction of the wind that we see this kind of smoke or smog in the city. We will have a lot of people working all summer on these fires, and maybe you will see smoke sometimes in the summer coming in the city.
So that is, of course, the word from officials on that. As for that additional help, we know fire crews have been working so tirelessly. Heather, you've been talking about it. I've been talking about it over the last number of months as these wildfires have been raging. However, a lot of that international help is going to start to pack up those international crews over the next coming days. So there's going to be a search for new resources on that as well. So we will be watching for that.
Okay, Natalie, and we'll talk about that too with our weather update a little bit later on. Natalie Collada monitoring conditions for us.